Good evening, everybody. Hope you are well. Just thought there wasn't much on. I said French League 2 this afternoon. I've had a few dabbles, but nothing major. I thought with a little bit of evening football, we'd do an evening one. Just need to get myself organised as always. That one there. That one there. Just getting the old live tool up. The old in-play jobby. And just kicking off. Then, if you're on the newsletter, hamburgers are done. Let's say a few hellos. Hello, Damo, John Huggett. Hello, Ian Fincham. Hello, Patrick Harvey. Good result today. Well done, son. 0-0 keeps you from falling into Derby's territory. Jed Brown, Jim. Hello, Imri. Hello, Philip. Hello, BK, Rob G. Hello, Steve Sandell, Steve Mander. Hello. Hope you don't mind you getting a win tomorrow, Steve. Don't mind a little win tomorrow. Dave Cass. Hello. Ike, hello, Nitesh, same for you. Andrew Thornhill, hello. David Hardwick, hello. Phil, Stu B, good evening. Stu, how are you, son? You going into Europe for May? Any visits to Europe? No? No, okay. Ken, hello. CG, hello. Chris Kent, hello. With his NTL World email. Still, you use like tin and strings for your phone as well, Chris. Rob Davis, hello. 12 points, yeah. Chris, hello. Jim Mackle, Jamie Coombe, hello. Hope you're well. Right, let's just need to open my screen up over here. I think I'd have this. I say it every week, don't I? You think I'd have this sorted by now before I started. So as soon as I go live, it takes up that. Oh, that's right. I normally have that over there. Right, that makes more sense. Put that there. There we go. There we go. Now we're bonded. Now we are bonding. Evening, Mark. Hope you're well. Now we're bonding. There we go. Right, so we can pick up some of this second half action in Raquel, and we can go through some of these French games first half. And we've got Atletico Madrid kicking off. So let's bring in the old in-play tool. Which is there. Pete's watching, what do you call it, don't what's on tonight? Is it good evening, Martin Wathy, Alan Campbell, hello. Sam Steve's not jumping on. He's more than welcome to anytime. Anybody is free to come on. I like sharing the screen with people. Get yourselves on. I like chatting. Right, better than me just listening to me waffle on, isn't it? Right, got that up. Right, let's get some odds movement stuff in. So we are going to look again. We're just going to go for odds movement games. What time is it? 5. So we want the Raquel game onwards, don't we? Raquel game onwards. Let's put a little filter in here and go. What is it now? 8. So let's say games that are kicked off. We can filter these. Kicked off from, let's say 5:55. Oh no, they'll be finished, won't they? 6:30. Let's go. Oh, it's a little bit slow. I think that's probably because I'm 6:30. Okay. Oh, that's better. Right, and then we're going to mark the games that are. Oh, that's perfect. We've got the Raquel game that are over 2.5. Came in. There. Not many in France. Let's just drag that down. Brest versus Lille, Monaco, Montpellier, Rennes. Oh, we got a bit of action. Could be a bit of action. And then we've got Kassab here. That's going to qualify, so I'll mark that one. So qualify. Click export. Click import, and we build ourselves a nice little list of games. Build a little trailing list. Evening, Gerard. Click through, and we get to see a red. Although we might get a bit of action here. Monaco, Lyon. This is the sort of stuff we like to see. So Monaco, Lyon. If you were really brave, you could go fast start 1.5. But we'll just wait a little bit, and I think I'll do both of them. I'll let this go up a little bit and do both. Evening, Johnny. Evening, evening, Gerald. Nobody else I've missed there. Might even load some lay markets up as well. I'm just going to have a look at match odds as well. So I'm just going to flick out that. Evening, Simon. We are taking your suggestion forward, Simon. Thank you. That was that's gone through committee this week. There's a bit of value back in Raquel at half time there. Not a massive sample size. I don't like the back in the 3.4 prices because I don't get the strike rate, but these sort of ones, bit of value back in Monaco, 31 out of 37, sort of home gains sort of stuff this is. So a bit of value back in Monaco there. And again, I wouldn't do the 6 point personally. I mean, there's tremendous value back in Montpellier and Paris Saint-Germain. Who did they beat in the week? They played midweek, PSG, didn't they? They had a game on midweek. I don't know whether they're resting players. Can't remember how that went. Yeah, these are the sort of prices. So this is match odds home win. I like a bit of that there. Bit of back in Monaco, home game style, and back in Raquel at half time. Small if you was interested. I'm going to go back to the gold markets. The custom layout. There we go. Right, we're off and running. Here we go. Reasonable number, 50. But don't forget also to like and subscribe. If there's anything you want me to cover over the closing weeks of the season, let me know now, and then I can prepare for it. I've not got much on now the next few weekends, so I will be. If there's anything that people want to see covered before the season closes up, give me a shout. Obviously, whilst there'll be stuff in the summer, we'll go a bit quieter because there's only limited leagues on. Hopefully you've had a reasonable day today. It doesn't seem to have been too bad. Been nudging along okay here, so it doesn't seem to have been too terrible. I think that hamburger game's one of the quickest both teams to score bets I've won. I had both teams. Colours still all wrong, mate. Well, no, we can change the colours. You've got once you get access, you'll be able to change it yourself. We can go that way and do it. See, I'm just used to the green and pink now. German game kicked you in the shins. Which one was that? The Werder Bremen Leipzig game. And Everton won, didn't they? Or did you lay over 3.5? That better March Meadow? You like that? I've got to go back there. I'm just so used to the red and green that I can't. Yeah, I backed over 2.5 at Werder, but it was only a little. Oh, you laid Everton. Oh, right, okay. He's done well in the old Moyes. You've got to give him credit. You've got to give him credit. You've got to wonder why. Evening, Jorgen. Sorry, I didn't see the evening, Pui. You've got to wonder why West Ham got rid of him, haven't you? What were they thinking was going to be better? Where did they think they were going to finish? Did they genuinely think they were going to be a top 6? Jason's in VIP guest appearance. I didn't see you, Jason. I was just trying to work out. I've just called up on the thing here, and if I go to the match odds one there, Montpellier have good value to beat PSG. I'm certain that PSG played in the week, but I don't know what they mean. Who they played? I can't remember. If you do know, Atletico Madrid have started. Drifted. Right, I'll go back to my gold markets. Go back to my custom. Let's get back on there. Well, yeah, obviously green is value. I'm dealing with a colourblind issue. Green is value, and when we change it to colourblind, if we change it to colourblind, blue becomes value. The brighter the number, the brighter the blue, the bigger value it is. And the yellow becomes the ones that aren't value. 20 games is about my limit, Simon. Yeah, I'm playing around with things at the minute just so that we can share that sort of info with you. But I've been operating around 20, yeah, unless something's really stand out at 18, 19. I've not, I might dabble in it a bit smaller. But yeah, I don't think you want to start getting into single figure sample sizes and things. They're not right. Evening, Andy. Right, let's have a look. So this is looking like this might be a little bit of a value play here. Dildo, we didn't want to be bored to death every week. And Dildo Dave decided to replace Moisey. Yeah, that's fair enough. It's just a case of be careful, what you wish for in it. These things we sort of sat. You got a guy who won a European trophy, irrespective of my views on it, and got you, up top 6, top 7, whatever it was, even higher than he won you. And you sort of see the sliding down, and then you see what Moyes has done at Everton. You do wonder what. Yeah, I have to. I need to do a few sessions on my own with the yellow and blue so I can get it back. Bromby colour scheme. Not good. Blue and yellow. Bromby, or is it red and green Bromby? I don't know. I don't think I've ever watched Bromby play. I didn't know Bodo Glimt wore yellow until they popped up at our place. They're not biting, are they? They're not biting, the old gooners. They're just sitting there. They're not giving me the satisfaction this week. They're just sitting there. Atletico Madrid have made a fast start, 2-0. They're not making. They're not having a nibble at it. They're just sitting eating their bits. It's almost equally as entertaining. Copenhagen don't like Bromby. What have they ever done to you? Well, Bromby. That offside. Did you see that Orient stop or offside? Absolutely terrible. You have a guard, they got to do a little guard of honour for you tomorrow. I might even tune in for that. I might record it and watch it back. Lovely, isn't it? Lovely. It's just been a lovely little football week, isn't it? Just a nice sort of chilled week to end the season. But yeah, no, that Orient offside, that is absolutely it's unbelievable. It's absolutely incredible. 3-0 Atletico Madrid, 11 minutes. Sociedad not on the pitch or something, and they got the kids out. Or not turned up at all. It's reminiscent of Spurs at Newcastle. Hamburger, 2-1. You're going tomorrow, not going to your seat till the game. You should have. Is it? Oh, where is it tomorrow? Is it at Liverpool? Oh, it is. Yeah, it's at home, isn't it? Do they have to do it? I don't agree with that. To be fair, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with them having to do a guard of honour at Anfield. I got it if they were visiting, but you can't make the away team do a guard of honour. They did one last week at Chelsea, and they bit it off. Stu. I'm with you. Nonsense. When did that become a thing as well? We never win the league, so I have absolutely no idea. Yeah, no, I'm getting back that offside. See, I'm like Billy Connolly ducking between subjects. That offside, that Leighton Orient offside, is absolutely disgraceful. When you think of what is at stake there, it is absolutely ridiculous that can go on in 2025 at any level of, within top tiers of English football. It is absolutely incredible. I do not know what has happened to officiating. I thought the officiating in that. Oh, it is, eh? Yes, hat trick. A hat trick in 4 minutes. That's got to be up there with one of the fastest. 7, 10, 11. If it's left foot, right foot, header, that will be impressive. Yeah, I watched that Barcelona game the other night, and I just thought the ref was absolutely rubbish. You didn't give Celtic a guard of honour last week, no. Well, you need to just focus on getting a bit more competitive, son, because they're just chucking away league titles. What is it, 12 in 13, something like that? It's just boring, isn't it? And he ain't the man. Bin him off. He may be a club legend, but bin that Barry Ferguson off. Get somebody decent in. You could get Big Ange in, perhaps. We get rid of him. That'd be a coup, wouldn't it? Get Big Ange in at Rangers. Right, the old 1.5 values disappearing at Monaco, but we've got the value there. We'll keep an eye on these two into the second half. Ian, if Spurs beat the Manx, I'll give you a guard of honour. If Spurs beat the Manx, Steve, you will have to pick me up, because I might just pass out in the stands. I'm questioning why I'm going to put myself through it. I just know what we're like. When the draw was done, I thought we'll meet them in the final, having beaten them, and they'll beat us. And I can't really get away from that mindset. Have I confirmed any plans, dates for the Northern Tour? Depends how far northern you're talking, Tommy. But I did say, I haven't published it, but I said it in last week's live, when I'm going to be up north. I am coming up to Manchester. I think we're going to Manchester. Stu's going to sort a boozer out. The weekend of the 20th of June. So I'm going to meet an FTS guy and play golf with him on Friday, the 20th of June. And then I will find a boozer, or Stu will find a boozer for the 21st of June. And we will have a beer in Manchester. Bjorn, you could pop over to Manchester. It's not far for you from there. The further north I go, the closer I get to you. You can pop over and watch that Tonka toy at Chelsea. You can flipping pop over to Manchester, son. Stu will sort one out. He'll send everybody to the right one and let me know another one. Yeah, come on over, Tommy. Come on over to the old. Yeah, so Manchester, the 21st of June. We usually get there sort of lunchtime-ish, something like 1 o'clock, and stay as long as you like. I will probably stay up for the night. It'll be the 21st, Jan, Saturday. I will probably stay up and go home on the Sunday, which is dangerous if I stay up, because sometimes I don't know when to go to bed. Right, you don't need me in here, do you? I can get myself out of here and let you see a fuller screen. There's not a lot happening, but we have got little bits of green here. I'm still interested in this first half goal at Monaco. How do you get the half-time score to show up in brackets, please? You don't. This is, I get the releases before anyone else sees it, so I'm just checking it. I normally say that one, there's one right outside the train station. Is it a Doubletree Hilton? It's literally, I'll probably stay there. And once we know it all works, David, then we release it to the testers, and then hopefully we'll be able to release it full speed. But it tells you, obviously, it's just giving us a guide whether we've got, whether there's all, particularly when you get to the late goals, whether there's been any second half goals too posh for me, that Hilton. Right. Oh no, we did the 8:30 game, didn't we? So that'll pop up anyway. Right, it's just a bit like last time. The one thing I'm trying to teach you all, the word of the year this year is patience. Hamburger 3-1. There you are. You could have done the over 3.5 first half goals. I was a bit weak, only putting one up. I nearly put first half 1.5 in the newsletter as well, but I thought it might freak out the people on beginner. I had a loser, but he put fucking 3-1 in the newsletter. I hope you all enjoyed. Feedback seems good from the other night, so I'm going to sort of plan to do one like that a month through the season next week. You like the Did You Knows, Ken? Yeah, we're going to be changing the newsletter. There might be a bit more of that going in. It takes so long. That's the trouble. I need to find a quicker way to do it. That's the problem with the Did You Know section. I haven't. I might try and automate it a bit more over the summer. Where was I going? Yeah, if you didn't watch the one on whatever night it was, Tuesday night, I think next season I'm going to try and do sort of one evening like that a month where we just go over a bit more of the mechanics of the game, as opposed to you didn't get the newsletter again. You're flipping Hotmail or whatever it is, AOL playing up. AOL, but yeah, had a few AOLs, so they didn't get it. It's AOL stopping it, son, not us. Check your spams and all that, but it's not us. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh no, I can't do that. I can do it there. Oh no, I can do it there. It's all right. Just lost the screen here. Oh, can you still see me? Yeah. It's all right. Just have a little play around with my screens there. Yeah, buy a domain. That's it, Ken. There you are. So you tell them something. Just going. No, Gmail is pretty solid. I know there was a period a couple of weeks ago where somebody didn't get it, but it is pretty solid. Right, looks like there's going to be value in the second half at Jaggly Rakow. Looks like there's going to be value. Email Kerry and she'll sort it for you, Damo. She can change it for you. Evening. Oh, young Nick. Evening. How are you? Hope you're well. Flights, you on? Just the word flights. 21st. All right, sorry, I didn't see your message about the ticket yet. Well, I'll be up there, son. I'll be up there. There you go, Damo. I've just been. I'm just checking, and there you are. You were delivered to, son. You were delivered to at 16.29. There you go. So I was just checking while I was doing other bits. There's now else that we can do our end than that, my friend. All right, see, this is exactly what we were talking about. Who was it? Simon, wasn't it? There. See, it's 13 out of 18. It's tremendous value, 72% from this stage onwards. So I couldn't put anybody off having a small little dabble there. And what I do when I haven't got 20 more, I just reduce mistakes a bit. You could have you could back over, drip back the 1.5, yeah, and then cover on the 0.5, or you could just back a single first half goal at Monaco. Remember everything that I've said for the last 22 years about strike rates. It's happened 72% of the time, still means 28% of the time it hasn't happened. First half goals, roughly that sort of 25% of the time, 30% of the time don't happen. So just bear that in mind. You know, we put one up and it didn't fucking win. But yeah, there is lovely value at Monaco. And if it goes to Monaco, even better, because they were good value for the home games. And then I'm going to turn my attention here to this one here next, Rakow versus Chester. I need Graham Eakins in. He used to do a bit of work in Poland. He used to pull me up on my pronunciation. Let's just call them Rakow and Stock Cubes. Rakow versus Stock Cubes. Is looking like having a good bit of value as well. And then as we move into the second half, there'll be a bit of value, maybe at Fortaleza, maybe these will have a bit of a goal, and it'll all change. Beautiful. It's a lovely little day, isn't it? Just think, you're sat here and there's people watching Eurovision and fucking, what's the other thing? BGT. Dear eat me. There's probably people on here with it on the laptop with Eurovision on. They've got me muted, just watching the screen, Eurovision on. I'll be able to work out who they are. There'll be some flipping. Is it Euro? I think it's tonight. I've just seen a load of stuff on, but I don't know whether it. Oh, is it? Oh, right. Well, it's not on then. I've got that wrong. See, that shows you how much I know. Well, you're not watching Eurovision, then you're watching BGT. I thought Eurovision was this week. I just seen a load of stuff about it, so I just assumed it must be on Saturday. I don't know why they don't just put it all in the bin, because it's a load of old nonsense. We'll finish about third from bottom. Everybody, you hear all the songs on the radio about 3 months before, so you know it all. It's nonsense. It was better when they just turned up on stage, sang. You had a chance of winning before all the politics got involved. Produced people like ABBA and Celine Dion and decent artists. Whether you like them or not, they're decent artists. You can't say that they're not. Now it's a load of old shite. Turn it off, innit? Save a few quid. Case versus Woods is on DZN later. Should be a good scrap, that. Tiger Woods, has he turned to boxing? Has he given up? Has he given up the old goal whispering at Monaco? Oh, yes. Has he given up golf and turned to boxing? Ken's a bit screwed with his boxing. I just don't follow it at all. I bought my mates tickets to that fight at Spurs the other week. Just doesn't interest me at all. They were sending me pictures. I thought, means nothing to me. Like the good old days of Marvin Hagler. I did like it back when I was a kid and Hagler Hearns were fighting. And old big Frank Bruno and Tyson. I just don't watch anything like that. I used to watch snooker. Used to play snooker. Watch and play snooker. Don't watch that anymore. Can't be doing with the darts. None of it. Right, how long we got at Monaco? Oh, we still got 15 minutes. Beautiful. There's been a red card at Raquel versus Stock Cubes. I saw that's the only boxing I've ever been to, Damo. I went to the Etihad to watch Ricky Hatton fight. To do someone a favour, really. I wasn't interested, but somebody had bought a ticket and couldn't go, and they wanted me to go with his brother. And I drove up to Manchester to watch that, and it's one of the worst things I've ever been to. I think that finally was the boxing nail in my coffin. I thought I just can't be doing with that, don't I? It's nonsense. Right, Monaco. Do your thing. We've had a red card here now at Stock Cubes. Four nil Atletico Madrid. Dearie me. That boy's got a fourth, it'll be. That boy's got a fourth. Arsenal might be buying him. Have they got any chance of getting Isaac to leave Newcastle and go to the Gooners? I don't think they have, but there may be some of you who are a bit more au fait with the transfer gossip than me. I mean, why would you leave a trophy-winning team to go to a non-trophy-winning team for a start? I didn't queue that one up. That just came to me then, Stu. I didn't have that one in my little box of one-liners. Oh, I think the Giants, I can't see him leaving the Geordies. Certainly not for a couple of years. Whether he might not sign a contract extension, but I can't see him leaving there. Particularly, I mean, with the City result today, good result tomorrow, they should get Champions League football. No, I don't think there is. I do think Arsenal can. I think Arsenal can. I think Spurs could, but he's never ever going to be going to Spurs. But I think somebody did a list of clubs that he could go to. I mean, Chelsea seem to be able to buy anybody, so they obviously would be in the mix because it doesn't seem to apply to them. They'll just sell something else to themselves. Was a fourth goal for Saul. Incredible, wasn't it? That's incredible, wasn't it? 4 goals in half an hour. One player. That's quite impressive. Yeah, I don't. United they're quite close to the old fair play rules, though, aren't they? I think they've spent absolute fortunes over the years, haven't they? Their wage bill, absolutely mental. Yeah, I mean, they only, the clubs that could buy him, it's minimal, isn't it? God knows how much he'd be as well. What would he be? 100 plus. Proven Premier League centre forward. Old Sam's not in tonight, is he? He won on podcast, regular on podcast. He's legged it. He's watching BGT. Either that, or if you watch the YouTube version of the pod, he's hosting some DJ event. See, that might get up here at that point. It's like tuning into some flipping local BBC studio. It's all a bit dull in France as well, isn't it? Auxerre 0-0. Toulouse, last week's newsletter, standard under 1.5s 0-0. Brest 0-0. Montpellier 0-0. Le Havre 0-0. Our boys at Monaco 0-0. The Champions League finalists 0-0. 2 weeks of this. I can do what I like until the 21st. Got 2 weeks of it. Can do whatever I like, and then I'll have to shut up. Rakoff suspended. Rennes Nice over 2-0. Interested to see what this is at Rakoff. You had a penalty in the first half. You had a red card. I always like to look at games like that because you think, well, the refs, they don't tend to stop when they get in that sort of mood. Penalties and red cards. I've got I booked some accommodation a while ago. Oh, the Rennes game came up Rennes, and the Rennes has been chalked off. I am flying to Bordeaux on the Monday, so I'm going on the 19th. Flying to Bordeaux, picking a car up. I'm going to have a little mooch down to Biarritz just to have a look at it because I've never been there. Drive to Biarritz and then I'm staying just outside Bilbao, and then I'll get there Monday night, and I will have Tuesday having a little look around Bilbao. Wednesday is game day, obviously, and then Thursday afternoon I'm going to drive back to Bordeaux, and I'm on a 7 o'clock flight on the Friday morning, something like that, 7 a.m. home. Saxy's not sure. He was looking at transport options, whether he's going to do what he did for Madrid and do one of his 48-hour flights, but very similar to Madrid, but with United winning 3-0 the first leg, just all the flights went like that, and it's just some in hotels now. I was showing Sam last night. I booked accommodation a couple of months ago, just on the off chance I booked it that I could cancel it, but it's like $3,000 for 2 nights in a hotel. Absolutely, this dynamic pricing is absolutely ridiculous for all this stuff. But yeah, I'd like it. I hope he goes. You go, you pitch up at most games. You'd like to think they pitch up at most games. You like to think, yeah. But that's why I booked it a little bit out. I booked it on like 20 minutes out of. I'm on a place called Sapella up near the coast. Because you always run that risk if you book it in the city. Of they just say no, we know we can get another 500-600 quid now. You're out, mate. I certainly don't fancy sleeping in a car with Saxy. But it'll be good fun. Yeah. It's all about the day out, isn't it? I'm sure Johnny, when West Ham, Napoli, irrespective of say the trophy, just great for the fans, great day out. That's what your Crystal Palace fans going to the cup final. It's Big Angel always wins some in his second season. Well, we're going to find out, Al, aren't we? It's going to be 90 minutes is going to decide because he will. If we don't win it, he will get absolutely ridiculed. And if we do win it, he can just. I don't know what he can say. He can just stick his 2 fingers up and go, there you go. Well, this is all a bit rancid in France, and I thought, I had a look at the football. See, you had a look at the football yesterday. I thought, oh, the afternoon's not much. Looks great. Wasn't France Division 2, Austria. And I thought, oh, that French evening offerings might be quite good. And we got a bit of Germany. Got to sell a camper. Yeah, videoed it on a live blog. Yeah, he will. Patrick, you're right. I think if I had to do, if I had to do a camper van with Sugsy, I'm not. If we were set off, I would have to set off from Kent, wouldn't we? And say Ashford, we'd have to put it on the old train. I'm not sure I'd get much past Calais before I wanted to strangle him. It would be gold. I don't doubt you. I don't. No, it would be. Set up a load of GoPros and just live stream it 24/7. I was meant to meet him Thursday. I couldn't meet him, unfortunately. But yeah, I do hope he can. I hope he can go. It's planes, trains, and automobiles. He's guaranteed a ticket because I manage all the tickets. He's guaranteed a match ticket. Well, Monaco, you're all looking a bit dull, and everything else is turning red now. Rack off the red cards, gub that. That's because it's not so much the data, but it's up the odds. Fortaleza has decided that any value there is getting down to the bare minimum. We need some French goals. Angers have equalised. That's not one of our goals there. Do, 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 do. 4-1 hamburger. Do, 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 do. Oh, 4-1 hamburger. PSG have now taken the lead. I wonder if they've got that Hakimi in goal again, PSG. Silly Mayulu. Not sure Leon will ever recover from that. That must be why Arteta thought he was in goal. Leon will ever recover from not seeing out that United game. Montpellier can't. Yeah, I know another team that can't keep a clean sheet in league football. Begins with T, ends in M. Kept a couple in Europe, but keeping them in the Premier League is. We got tomorrow, Palace, haven't we? Oh, we got the old FA Cup final, haven't we? All football's on tomorrow. Let's have a little look. I know I say this every week, but I might do tomorrow because I've not got much on. Or we could do a little bit of Norway, couldn't we? Could watch Spurs at 2:15. I could do a little bit of the sort of 3:45s onwards. Do Norway's, German, Frankfurt game, Poland. I might do that tomorrow. I don't think Sam's doing much either. Because this one is all a little bit. Oh, so I'm going to do a live tomorrow. I'm going to do a live tomorrow at 4 o'clock. There you go. I've announced it. I'll post the link. I'll post the link after I finish this one. I will create a new room. And I'll do 3:45, and then we can pick up those 3:45 kickoffs. Anything that started at sort of R3, and then we can do the 4 o'clock Norway games. If there's anything anybody wants me to cover, because I've got a bit of time tomorrow after I've done all my morning football, anything anybody wants me to cover, shout now or drop me an email, and I'll do it. If you want me to prepare a trading list, if you want me, anything you want me to go over, I can prepare it in the morning, ready for the afternoon. Or we can just turn up like this and wait and see if anything happens. Very disappointed in Monaco. They've never been the same since Hoddle left. Hoddle and Haper, yeah, it's a strange price. I can only think that people must know some team news with that Liverpool price. I thought they might just be a shade of odds on. When you look at, I'm not being funny, Stu, you look at the run that Arsenal are on. I thought, I know they've won the league, but I can't see that Slot's going to sort of accept them not trying to win the game. And I just wonder whether the team's going to be slightly weaker. No reason to. They've got nothing else to play for, have they? Go over 1.5 strats. There you go, Ken. Right, we'll do that tomorrow. We'll go over some 1.5 strats. I will build a over 1.5 trading list tomorrow for the old 2027-35, and I've got a slightly new one as well. So I'll build that, which is straight betting. Well, it's straight bet in the first half, goal and 1.5 in the same game. I'll go over that. There you go. Thank you, Ken. Give me an idea. I better write it down because I'll forget. Put it in the old reminders. It's been a goal at Braga. See if that changes anything. Monaco shite. Reminders. Plus Sunday live. Sunday live 1.5. Look at that. Over it. And I'm going to be on at 3:45 p.m. for those anybody who wants to come along. I'm just going to check whether any other odds games have odds moved here. Nothing, all a bit of drifting until you get to midnight. Of course, I imagine that Liverpool Arsenal game's at 4, is it? So probably some of you will want to watch that. Sorry, well, tough shit. There you go. I'll be here. Stu won't, because Stu's going to be in the ground watching his team. And if they don't finish second, Stu, you will be getting it. That will get a podcast full episode of its own. City done him a favour today. Who'd have had 0-0 there? I don't know what price laying the draw was there, but I imagine some might have got done. Who'd have had that? Southampton cannot, look at absolutely pathetic, isn't it? 12 points. And yet City roll up to town and you fair play to them, they get a 0-0. I exchanged text with Mr. Webb afterwards. He said he's going to have a few beers. He's having a few beers to celebrate a 0-0. Draw was 8.4, was it? Yeah. Too rich for my blood. There'll have been some players. Did they really, Pat? They only beat you 1-0 up there, did they? Incredible, isn't it? Absolutely incredible. It's like half 4-0 against City. Where did that come from? Can't beat Leicester, can't beat Ipswich. Leicester, the only game they've won in about 3 years, and is at our place, and we can go up to City and win 4-0, and that's kind of what gives you a bit of hope from that cup, that you turn up and put a performance like that. But we could just as easily turn up and put one in like we did against Leicester. So, well, this is just a sea of red, guys. It's not very good, is it? It's really not very good at all. Nothing there. Yeah, mental. Absolutely mental. That is a desperate old board, and it doesn't help with these. It's very, very desperate. And there's nothing really coming up. Well, guys, I do apologise. It's been a bit of a damn script, this one. I thought the old French games might give us a bit of action, but it's all been a little bit disappointing. Here he is. Here he is. Here he is. Another gooner in the house. So, what I like about them, they don't hide behind their sofas. They come out in full force and take it on the chin like men. There's a new letter team. I'll stop. We used to say it online. It was a brilliant podcast. I really enjoyed it. I'm very thankful to him. All the piss taken aside, I'm very thankful for him coming on. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I do wish more of you would do it. Lots of people say they like those podcasts, but I need people to step up. And you see, no damage, was there? He's still alive. He's going well. And he might get a little bit of help in the summer. Right, there is absolutely nothing there that looks remotely close to wanting to get involved with. All a bit desperado. Patience, you're just going to be patient. Be people going, oh, hang on a minute, why don't I just take the odds on off and have a look at anything else? Oh, yeah, there's a bit of green there. But you've got to have your rules, see? And my rules are, I only want them when the 2.5 has been backed in, because long term, that is successful. There is nothing else there of remote interest. Buy me a kit with my name on here, and one thing will happen with that. I will send it out to my daughter and say, if you're taking the kids to a bonfire night, you can lob this on it. Right, given the desperado-ness of that, I'll let you all return to catch the end of whatever they do at BGT. And I will be on. I'm going to create it right now, so I'll put the link in the both Telegram rooms, the information room and the chat room, in about 5 minutes' time. I will set one up and we'll do it all again tomorrow at 3:45. I'm going to do some 1.5 trading lists, so I'll build that, and I'll see you all tomorrow afternoon, or those of you that can make it. Stu, enjoy your football tomorrow. Hope you have a moderate afternoon. See you later, guys. Cheers, mate.